Okay, so this is the third version of the Dutch fold card, and I'm calling this version the front Dutch fold card. And it's going to be just as easy to put together as the other two were. The only addition is I actually added a pocket on the back. So this one has a front closure like this, and I did add a magnetic closure, and it opens up like this. My magnets are actually, oops, my little flower is getting caught, right here and right here. And then on the back, I added this little pocket, and there is this little tag and this little tag. And I decorated this one so that it would pop out over here in the front. And I used my Martha Stewart lace edge punch again all over this card. So I used it on my flaps right here. I used it on the front of my card. I used it on the bottom of my card. And then I used it right here on the pocket, and then on both of the tags. So if you have an edge punch you want to use, you can definitely do that. Just make sure that you punch your edges before you assemble your card. It'll be much easier for you to do it that way. So let's go ahead and make this card. So you're going to need 4 pieces this time. You will need 2 extra pieces for the tags if you're going to add tags, if you're going to add, embellishment goodies, or you're going to use it for a swap and you want to add craft supplies or stamped images or whatever, then you won't need the 2 extra tags. But just to make the base, you'll need 4 pieces. You'll need 1 piece measuring 5 by 12. You'll need 2 pieces that measure 5 by 3.5 inches, and then you'll need 1 piece that measures 6 inches by 5 inches. And this is going to be our pocket. So we're going to start off by scoring our base piece, and this one we're going to score again at 5.5. And then we're going to score our flat pieces. On the 5-inch side, we're going to score them at 1 inch. Okay, and so we're going to take our last piece that measures 6 by 5, and we're going to score this on 3 sides at 1/2 inch. So on the 6-inch side, you're going to score it at 1/2 inch, 5.5 inches. So that was 1/2 inch and 5.5 inches on the 6-inch side, and then you're going to rotate it around and score at 4.5. And this is going to be your back pocket. Okay, and so now we're done with our scoring board. So now you're going to go ahead and take your pieces and fold them over. And burnish everything. Again, if you wanted to make your embellishments a little chunkier on the inside, you may want to consider going ahead and doing a gusset. I'm going to add magnetic closures, and I'm not going to add a bunch of embellishments on the inside, so I did not use a gusset, but you can definitely do that if you want. And so then this one, I didn't go all the way down to the bottom. I just kind of went to the middle section right here and added my flaps and left this bottom section showing. It's completely up to you how you want to do this. If you want to have yours go all the way to the bottom so you can't see the bottom edge, you can completely do that. If you want it to go more to the top and then edge right here and do an edge punch right here, so then you'll see edge punch all the way down, you could definitely do that also. That's the great thing about this card, is that you can really kind of change it up to fit whatever fits you best, and it's super simple and fast to do. So the next thing that you want to do is, again, use your edge punch if you're going to edge punch, and then go ahead and add your score tape on the inside again, right here on the inside and on the inside, and then you're going to attach these wherever you decide you want them to be attached. And just make sure that you line them up so that they're not crooked. Although I guess you could, if you wanted to do something like this and make a completely different looking card, you could definitely do that too. So go ahead and add your score tape, and then we will, well, before we add our score tape, let's go ahead and get our pocket ready so we can add our score tape here as well. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to miter your corners, and you're going to do that on the little X. Miter and miter. And now that you've already prepared your pocket, go ahead and add your score tape all around your pocket and add your score tape on your flaps, and then we'll get everything assembled. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and assemble our card. I have both of my flaps with tape already, and I have my pocket with score tape already. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my flaps and just line it up wherever it is that you want your flap to be. And I'm going to put my flap on exactly the same way that I put the rest of my flaps on, or at least the last side Dutch fold card is put the flap where I want it and then stick it over just like that. Do the same thing on this side, but I'm going to make sure to line them up so they're nice and even. For some reason mine kept moving. Okay. Okay, so now my flaps are already on the front, and now I'm just going to go ahead and add my pocket on the back. And you can add your pocket wherever you want to add your pocket. If you decide, like I added my pocket over the bottom right here, I added it to the very bottom right here, so I didn't need to add designer cardstock all the way to the bottom because I knew my pocket was going to cover. But if you, let's say, decide to add your pocket somewhere in the middle, like if you decide you're going to add it right here, then I would add your back layer of cardstock first to cover up your flaps before you stick the pocket on, because then you're going to have a hard time covering the bottom. I am going to still add my pocket to the very bottom. And there we go. There's my little pocket. And so then I'll just put designer paper here, and I'll add some designer paper in here. The other thing that you could do is, instead of folding your flaps this way, if you wanted to fold your flaps back this way and have your flaps here and then your pocket here, you could totally do that also. And then you have your card right here. Completely up to you. You probably even could do your pocket your flap this way, and then put your closures this way, and just make sure you add a magnet to close it, and then you'd have a flap back. So then you'd open it like this, it pops up like this, and it'd have a little pocket on the inside. Completely up to you. This base design is so easy but so versatile. There's so many different things that you could do with it. But that's it. That's how you put together your front Dutch fold card. Super easy, super quick. I hope you'll give it a try. Thanks.